Hi, my name is Kyo Freeman with Chic Real Estate, and I'm going to talk to you today about 5 questions you should ask yourself before you enter the market as a buyer. Question 1, how long do you plan on living in this home? This is an important question because it does make a difference if you're going to live in a home for 3 to 5 years versus living in a home for 10 years or 20 years or etc. So if you know you're going to live in a home for 3 to 5 years, you might want to think about that as an investment property beyond that time period. And if you're going to live in the home for 15, 20 years, maybe it doesn't matter quite as much. Question 2, what is your ideal location? Also really important for a lot of reasons. One, is it a neighborhood that you're looking for that is near your friends and family? If you have kids, is there a specific school that you want your kids to be in? Your job, how far of a commute are you looking to have, or how short of a commute are you looking to have? Those are all the reason why the location's really important. And those are just some of the things you should think about when you're deciding what is your ideal location. Question 3, what is the timeline in which you want to be in your new home? Sometimes I think the best thing to do as you're thinking about buying a home is to visualize what that success means and when that period is going to be over. So I like to think about like sports. You know, all these kids who play sports, or these guys who are professionals now that play sports, probably when they were a kid, they imagined what it was like to hit the game-winning home run, or to have the game-winning basket, or score the game-winning touchdown. You should think about, when is the right time for you to be in your new home? Same thing, you just visualize, like, what do you see? You're moving in your home. Is it snow on the ground? Is it sunny? Is it just a nice crisp fall day? Is it spring and it's a little bit rainy or flowers and a lot of pollen? So imagine when you want to move into that home, and that's the timeline. And you should start probably anywhere from 3 to 6 months before that time, so that you have plenty of time to make your dream happen. The 4th question that you should ask is, what are your deal breakers? I'll tell you mine because, why not? So if I were ever to buy another home, one of my biggest deal breakers would be I would never, ever, ever, ever buy a home with a galley kitchen. Hate them. I've lived with a galley kitchen now for 14 years. Can't stand it. And so why would you put up with something that you really just do not like? And so anything that's a deal breaker, you should know what those are, because there's gonna be plenty of things you're gonna have to compromise on. So figure out what you are unwilling to compromise on from the beginning, and be very clear about that with whoever you work with, so that they are helping you remember, these are deal breakers, this is not where we're compromising, because they're gonna ask you to compromise on other stuff anyway. Question 5, what is your budget? Now, you may be thinking really small on this one, because you may think, well, I want to spend X amount on my mortgage. But really, you need to think about it in a bigger way, because what are your utilities? What are your entertainment costs? Anything else that you like to do should be factored in to the purchase of your house. So if you like to travel, maybe you get less of a house with a lower payment, so that you can save more money so you can travel on a yearly basis. Maybe you have schooling that's coming up and you need to save some money to pay for school. And I don't know if that's your school or somebody else's in your family. But these are things you should consider as you're thinking about budget. It should be, what do you want to pay for your mortgage? But within the greater scheme of how you want your life to look when you're making your mortgage payments. So that's it. Those are the 5 questions that I think you should think about before you enter the market. Before you talk to an agent, before you talk to a lender. Those are the things. You're talking to yourself and figuring this out and starting that visualization process so that you can have a successful home search. It's Kyo Freeman with Chic Real Estate. I'll see you next time.